This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move, it's Silver. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Blue Hens are on the move. He leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback running on the draw. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the defender. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Delaware.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, give on the inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Blue Hens have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Silver. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun snap on third down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field, and they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. There he goes! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw again. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Hayden. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! How in the world did the offense retain possession? Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Get getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And it's blocked.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Seizing that open space and opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Got room to work. Can't get him to the ground. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault, precision execution. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Delaware.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Salter. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the Blue Hens are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Looking to throw, it's Salter. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Great job by the back on the option.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw, it's Salter. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
There he goes. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Number 35, on to punt it away.
All the way back to the 15. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Oh, a lot of space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Salter. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. snowed under by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. He is knocked out of bounds and could not get there. A stop on fourth and goal. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Buffaloes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. All bottled. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no point. They've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. Looking to fire. He fires to the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.